So what does fear of being seen actually mean? So it's the anxiety about having attention, feeling judged, or that you're going to get rejected or criticized by another person or a group of people. Feeling safer being invisible and not being noticed by people just makes you feel a lot better in your life. So I'm going to base this video on posting online, on social media, on content creation, because that's where I had the biggest problem. Because for years I always wanted to post on YouTube, but I always had the fear of being seen and being judged and criticized because maybe I don't know enough, maybe I'm doing something wrong. And I always feared that someone's going to judge me or not like me, reject me or criticize me because of what I'm doing. I avoided to post on YouTube for so many years and I regret that, because if you don't do something you want, you will regret it in the future. And I can tell you, I have had this regret for so many years. And even though I started posting at the end of 2025, at the start when I started posting on YouTube, I had this thought that, you know what, no one's gonna watch my videos. That's okay. I can post any video I want because no one's gonna watch anyway. And once people started liking my videos, and maybe there was a here and there was a comment and there was views, not many views, but 70 views or 20 views or even 10 views, it just put this fear in my body and I stopped posting for probably 2 months now. I did a little bit of shadow work and I came to the conclusion that it's all because of the fear of being seen and being judged and criticized for posting online. I was just too scared of saying the wrong thing, or maybe that I don't have the right knowledge for what I want to speak about. There just comes a time that if you want to do something, you have to do everything to overcome it. So that's where shadow work came in and it helped me a lot. Let's go back to the fear of being seen. So you could have potentially gone through some type of an experience in your early years, in your childhood or your teenage years, that made that fear of being seen even more powerful in your life right now. So think about it, think to your past, and if you've ever been criticized or shamed or expressing yourself or for sharing your opinion or saying what you like, or even just sharing something towards other people. Have you ever felt rejected in a group of friends? That could all be to do of your fear of being seen right now, because those rejections in the past have ruined your self-image a little bit and gave a threat to your identity as a person. When that judgment occurs, we might not see it as the fear that is going to cause the fear of being seen in the future, but majority of the time that's what it does. A lot of my early childhood or my teenage years have caused the fear of being seen in my 20s now. And that's where perfectionism comes in as well, because you feel like you need to be perfect to post online. Your videos need to have the best lighting, the best video quality, the best audio quality, the best topics and interesting topics, and it has to be engaging, and you just want everything to be so perfect till the point that you never post, because it's never going to be perfect. No matter what you do, until you accept that content and accept yourself the way you are, you will never be posting, because you need to start somewhere. Even if it's not perfect, even if the video quality is not that great, you need to start somewhere. And then once you start posting, new ideas will start coming up. You're going to start to see things like maybe you want to do this or that. Maybe you want to buy a camera at some point. Maybe you want to buy a microphone at some point. Maybe you need to up-level your editing skills. There's so many different things. But the thing is, if you never start, you will never learn and you'll never know and you'll never post online. This is also where our nervous system comes in. I never used to learn much about my nervous system until a few months back, and I started realizing that this is the reason why nothing is working the way I want it to, because my nervous system is constantly in the fight or flight response, and it constantly sees everything as a threat response, and it's just trying to protect me, even in the moments that it probably shouldn't, because there's no threat around. If you have the fear of being seen and you even start posting, but suddenly after a few weeks or even a few days or a few months, you have the urge to withdraw and just kind of start feeling very, weird about it, that you just don't want to do it anymore, but you can't find a reason why, that is actually your nervous system shutting you down and seeing it as a threat. Because you have the fears of being seen, like we spoke about at the beginning of the video. Now your nervous system is like, yep, that was a threat. We're closing everything down. I'm going to make you feel really unwell, mentally and physically, and give you all these problems. So you just stop doing those videos because it's causing you so much stress. So we are going to take it as a stress response and we'll shut everything down. I love learning about our egos because the ego is there to protect us from any threats, any, just bad situations, bad problems, a tiger running after us. It's there to protect us at all times. Our ego, if our nervous system is not regulated, our nervous system sees everything as a threat, so does our ego. Our ego is our best friend trying to protect us, but it's actually not a great best friend because it protects us in the really weird situations that it just shouldn't, because you doing something for you or enjoying something and your ego sees like, yep, this is not working for us, we don't want this, we need to shut everything down. It's similar to the nervous system, because all it wants to do is protect you, but it gives you the thought, what if people don't like me? What if I show my authentic self and people will laugh at me? What if I get judged? What if nobody watches my videos? What if I post for 10 years and no one watches even one video? Your ego will literally try to shut you down, even though you haven't even started properly to get the views, get people to notice you, get people to even know you as a person, to actually want to watch your videos. Your ego is going to tell you all these bad things. Yeah, you're not good at this. You're really awful. No one's going to watch you. No one's going to like you. You need to just close everything down and just try something different. And this is the way that the ego defends itself and wants to protect you. The problem here is, if you never take care of the fear of being unseen, you're going to lose opportunities, suppress your creativity, so no creative ideas will actually come through. You're going to build your self-doubt even bigger, because you've obviously tried this, it didn't work out for you for this and this reason, and now your self-doubt is even worse. Here's a few tips that have helped me to overcome the fear of being seen online, and you just have to switch. The main point that I have to give you is to do shadow work. Honestly, I never looked into shadow work that much because I thought that it's just this weird thing that people talk about. I didn't understand how to do it. I didn't even want to start doing it. But once I started and realized that, wow, this actually works, because I'm finding so much out about myself, it has honestly changed everything for me when it comes to posting online. And even when some of my videos get really low views, barely any likes or even 0 likes, it doesn't affect me that much anymore, because I know that I'm still learning, and I know that everything will work itself out at one point or another. Take everything you do as an experiment and tell your ego and your nervous system that, you know what, this is okay, I'm experimenting a little bit. So instead of thinking, if this fails, if this YouTube channel fails completely, I've failed in every aspect of my life, tell yourself that this is just an experiment. I'm having fun, I'm enjoying it, and everything's going to be okay. There's no big milestones that I have to get to. This is just a fun experiment and everything's okay. Even if I fail, that's okay, that was an experiment. Next has to be, you have to keep trying and keep posting, because if you give up because of what your ego is telling you, you basically just told your ego, yep, you were right, this was a threat, shut everything down. But if you post, I don't know, once a week, once a month even, but you keep posting that once a month and you keep editing and enjoying yourself, finally your nervous system will kind of realize, oh, okay, this is not a threat, we can keep going. And your ego will start to kind of chill down, and you're going to start getting more ideas, and it's going to just kind of become a lot more fun than it used to be. Another big thing is, majority of the people on this planet do not care about you specifically. Yes, people will probably comment weird things, because I've seen videos that people just comment the randomest things on people's videos. The way I see it is that has more to do with them than me, because they don't know me as a person. They just know me from this snippet of a video, and they don't actually know the real me, like in person real me. So whatever they say, yeah, that will probably hurt me for 5 minutes or even less, or not even hurt me, but kind of trigger me a little bit, and then it's just going to like fly away, and that's okay. What anyone thinks about you is none of your business. I had to learn this for so many years, because I used to be such a bad people pleaser. Like, I wanted everybody to like me, everyone to kind of, you know, I wanted to be on everyone's good side. And over the years of learning so much about myself, I realized that, you know what, I don't want to be on everybody's good side. I don't care. I don't need everyone to like me. The right people will be in my circle, the right people will like me, and that is okay. Just for the end of this video, I'm going to give you a few tips that have helped me a lot to calm down my nervous system, calm my ego down a little bit as well. So the first thing is meditation. I used to meditate for 5-10 minutes a day, and realized that that was actually not doing much for me, because there's not enough time in that time for me to actually calm my nervous system down, or even my body or anything, or even get my breath into the right rhythm. So I aim for 30 to 45 minutes of meditation every single day, and it has honestly triggered something in me in such a good way. Like, I feel so much calmer every single day, and it just, I don't know, my thoughts are not racing that much, and it has honestly changed my life in a way. Another amazing, and I mean amazing, thing that I have done for nearly, I think, 12 or 13 years now is journaling. I journal every other day, sometimes every single day, and even sometimes morning and day, depending on the day and what's been happening. Sometimes I go a week without journaling because I just don't feel the need to. But then I realized that, yeah, I should have probably journaled every single day that week because it was pretty crappy. But when it comes to journaling, journaling can literally be your own therapist that just doesn't really answer back. And sometimes it will, because You can literally speak to yourself and to your ego and to your emotions through journaling, because you can ask yourself questions and things will start coming up, and that's where that shadow work comes in, because you can do that with shadow work. A lot of people that have the fear of being seen have actually a lot of things to offer to this world, like creativity, lots of big ideas. And this is also, you know, when people say that there's people that have less qualifications than you, they're not as knowledgeable as you, but they actually succeed in what you want to do, it's because you have the fear of being seen and they do not. So if you have big dreams and big goals and you want to start posting online, this is the time to start, even if it's messy at the beginning. It's all okay, just start.